This is inside the poorest county in the United States, McDowell County, West Virginia.
In constant sorrow.
The statistics for McDowell County aren't good. The average median household income is anywhere from $19,000 to $28,000, depending on the year and depending on the source. That's about $75,000 to $50,000 less than the U.S. average. 33% of the population lives below the poverty line, and those holding a bachelor's degree is just 6%. West Virginia is known for its expansive wilderness, great hiking, and great whitewater rafting. It's also unfortunately known for having one of the worst economies in the United States. West Virginia coal exports declined 40% in 2013, a loss of $2.9 billion. West Virginia ranked last in the Gallup Economic Index for the fourth year running. West Virginia's score was minus 44, or a full 17 points lower than the average of minus 27 for the other states in the bottom 10. West Virginia ranked 48 in the CNBC's top states for business, based on measures of competitiveness such as economy, workforce, and cost of living. West Virginia also ranked 49th in the State New Economy Index and has ranked in the bottom 3 states since 1999. So far, the drive into McDowell County, West Virginia has been super interesting. It's super hilly, it's super windy, it's super wild. So all the towns, population of about 400 to 600, there's usually an auto body shop that may or may not be open. I'm not sure. Then there's usually some sort of brook or river. And then there's usually some amount of farm equipment. And I just passed Pineville, West Virginia. Population 614 people. And just passing through the town, I passed 4 churches. So it's definitely a religious area. It's definitely a conservative area. And just like the slogan of West Virginia, it's been pretty wild. The slogan of West Virginia is wild and wonderful. And it's been definitely wild. Wonderful? I suppose the nature is wonderful, yes. So this is the only road into McDowell County. There's side roads that go into different areas of McDowell, but this is the main road to the county seat, which is Welch. Welch is the county seat of McDowell County. I want to be super clear about something. This is not, look at how poor these people are, look at how they live, look at how miserable they must be, look at these terrible conditions. It has nothing to do with that. What I do is I search the planet for different types of people in different situations, in all situations. I've been to the poorest country on the planet. I've been to the wealthiest countries on the planet. I've been to some of the most dangerous countries on the planet. I've been to countries at war, and I've been to countries that just feel hopeless. I'm just trying to understand. I'm just getting eyes on what it's like on the ground. And I've been to the richest county of the United States, Loudoun County, Virginia. Now I've been to the poorest county in the United States, McDowell County, West Virginia. Both counties I found were warm and welcoming. I found the people of McDowell to be extremely warm and welcoming, just like I found the people of Loudoun County to be welcoming. Income is not the deciding factor on being a decent, good human being. And we don't know the happiness level of these people. Are some of them struggling? Yes. Outwardly, it appears as though these folks are struggling. And some of the data suggests that these people are struggling. However, we don't know their happiness level. We don't know how they feel inside. I will say though, poverty does not equal lazy people or people that have no desire to get a job. It defies common sense to think that there would be an entire county of just lazy people that don't want a job, that don't want money in their bank account, a better life for their kids, college opportunities in general. Poverty is something I look for. It's one of the reasons I travel as much as I do, trying to find a formula, trying to find out why pockets of the world become that way. And I'll tell you for certain, it is not because human beings are just lazy in certain areas, or in certain areas they don't want to find a job. It's a ridiculous thought. It's a ridiculous statement. In my opinion, poverty can be generational. Poverty can be where there's rampant drug use. Poverty can exist in situations where people find themselves without options for one reason or another. It's not that people are not deciding that they have options. Sometimes they're born optionless, and they find themselves in a place of life where it's very hard to pull themselves out of. It could be generational. There's never been any money in the family. It could be education. No good schools near there. It could be geography. There's no natural resources. It could be government, tyrannical governments. It could be a lot of things. And a lot of times it's not just one factor, it's a lot of factors. For example, in McDowell County, there are 141 drug overdose deaths per 100,000. That is the number one highest rate in the United States. The country average is 14 per 100,000. That is a monumental number for a county to have. It can't be coincidence that the highest rate of deaths due to drug overdose also happens to be one of the poorest counties in the United States. It's not happenstance. Are there cases where people find themselves in poverty because they've made really terrible decisions? Of course. That happens in every country on planet Earth. But when you have regions where the entire region is suffering from high poverty rates, high unemployment rates, high drug use, there's something more. It's not an entire county of people that have made bad decisions. It doesn't make any sense. Like most areas suffering from poverty, McDowell County has a lot of businesses that have shut down for one reason or another. It shows that this was once a town that was doing better than it is now. There is no one main road that goes through McDowell County, where there's sort of a town with taverns and restaurants and gas stations. There's just not that. There's not much here. It's just one road that goes right through McDowell into Kentucky, and a lot of side roads from there. So I'm on a side road now, and you don't really know where any of these roads go unless you drive down them. And this bridge I don't think is in use. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But there's a lot of beautiful brooks. The story of the founding of West Virginia is an uplifting one. When Virginia seceded from the Union to join the Confederacy, the leading delegates in northwestern Virginia voted against secession and joined the Union. Eventually, in 1863, West Virginia was granted statehood and joined the Union in the fight during the Civil War. West Virginia eventually abolished slavery in 1865.